Helldivers, we have so much to discuss today, from leaks related to new enemies and even a battle pass. Yeah, I know, a battle pass, as well as talks from Arrowhead on major orders and more. So grab a hot cup of liberty and let's dive right into the video. To start off with, there's a player on Reddit who actually may have found an unreleased pistol in one of the old Helldivers 2 trailers. Judge this for yourself. It may be nothing, however, any new content is great content to me. I was watching the Helldivers 2 trailer. In what pistol is this on his hip? Now, many people have suggested this looks like a Glock. I think it does personally. How would you guys feel about more realistic weapons entering Helldivers 2? Let me know in the comments. This could literally be nothing. However, me myself would prefer more sci-fi weapons, keeping to the way things are currently, but I would not mind something like this. You know, pull up to the bots with a Glock in your back pocket. Someone made an actually really good comment here saying that it could be cut content from the trailer, or maybe it could be coming in a future war bond. Moving forward, there was a post which I thought was insane to go over. How would you feel about 20 to 30 men battles? Because this is a conversation Johan had with a player. Random place to ask, but have you guys thought about adding massive PvE battles, something like 20 to 30 players, maybe even more, all in the same space, fighting hordes of enemies? Now, I think this would be awesome. Something like Starship Troopers or the mod for Squad. If you have played that, you know what I'm on about. But I reckon it would probably not happen. I don't really think so. Pilstead, yeah, it comes up pretty often at the studio, but there are engine limitations. We'll see what happens. In the past, the devs have said about the limitations with increasing player count. I am on a 4070, okay, a 4070, and let me tell you, if there's 20 players in game, it would break Helldivers 2. Literally, it would break the game. Just imagine though, 20 players in one place, fighting hordes on Super Helldive. I would pay for that. I would literally pay for that. Man, a Helldiver can dream. Maybe one day. Relating to this, Baskinator did reply to someone ages ago about the mechs. Basically, having more than one in game would cause stability issues. They are running the game on an outdated engine, so yeah. Drop a comment for democracy and tell me, would you like insane 20-man battles? Because I sure would. Moving on to something crazy, a leak to showcase, and it's bloody awesome. We did showcase this some time ago, but there seems to be some up-to-date renders that have appeared. Iron Sights, leak, Automaton Assault Strider. Man, look at them. I think they look more crazy than a Strider. I mean, they look like the little Walker Striders you get, but kind of like upgraded. How big is it? Is it similar size as the Factory Strider, or is it more like the dogs in Helldivers 1? It's a bit smaller than a Factory Strider, but not as small as a Hulk. It fits perfectly between them. Now, I think this looks really cool. However, are we prepared? If I encounter one of them, I will probably just cry. Unless John Helldiver shows up, then yeah, we are all good. Now, some of you think the major orders are predetermined based on what Joel does. If that was true, what in a managed democracy is that? But it is not. Okay, to clear things up, it is not predetermined. A support team member wrote this in response to a player. Not really. There are no planned wins and losses. Joel doesn't make MOs intending for them to be won or lost. Some will be easier and some will be harder, but the outcome is never predetermined. Just remember, guys, there will be times where the developers may implement things intentionally for the story to keep the narrative interesting and engaging. However, it is down to us Helldivers how the story goes. If we take a look at what's going on officially in game today, we have a new briefing. I won't read this all, however, I am going to point out the main important parts, such as the DSS is finally constructed, an attack on the DSS logistics hub on Tarsh is likely imminent. If the hub is seized, the DSS itself will be next. And lastly, once online, the DSS will immediately connect to every Helldiver super destroyer From their galactic maps, Helldivers will vote to move the station and donate resources to activate its tactical actions. There's a new major order as well that says procure enough E710 to activate the Democracy space station while protecting it from attack by the Automaton Jet Brigade. The Democracy space station is literally in the palm of our hands. If we control the narrative, it's down to us Helldivers. So for Democracy, please do your thing, okay? Yeah, win these major orders so we can get more stratagems, you know, and just make this game more fun overall. Everyone keeps shouting, when are the Illuminate coming? And trust me, I know, I want them to. But it may just not be the right time. If we control the narrative in Helldivers, then it may just be down to us when certain events happen in the game. For example, the more we succeed in the major orders and the story unfolds, the actions we take could have an impact on what is introduced next. Moving on to something very interesting. Me, myself, I have not ever seen this play in Helldivers 2. As you know, we have not received any new stratagems in quite some time. Yes, we got some in a recent war bond, but nothing in the major orders recently. Do you recall seeing a post in May by Johan referring to a stealth bomber? Now, this is a stratagem I personally would love to see in game, and apparently it's already there. The model is found on some biomes. I interrupt this video to say, if you are enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe for Managed Democracy, and you will help a Mexican Helldiver find honest work on Super Earth. The cost of living is insane on Super Earth, so he's got to feed his family somehow. 220 hours in, and I finally get to see a crashed Seath bomber. This is incredibly hard to come across, and I have never seen it myself personally. Honestly, I think if a lot of us saw this in game, it would butter our biscuits. I want that stealth bomber now. Realistically speaking, a stealth bomber can drop around £40,000, which is insane. I mean, we need that on the bug front. They will be literally running scared. Something more powerful than a 500 kg or a hell bomb. Hell yeah. Drop a comment and tell me, would you like to see this stealth bomber enter Helldivers 2? Lastly, I want to go over something major I have not mentioned at all on the channel so far, and that is potential seasons in Helldivers 2. This is straight from Iron Sights, and this was leaked some time ago, I believe, but I was not aware of this at the time. First up, there was this one, Seasons of Liberty, and this has different armor and progression systems in place. Now, you know we have spoken a lot on the channel about progression system, so if this ever entered Helldivers 2, I think a lot of us would not really complain. Now, this is all very different to the original Warbomb system we currently have in game at the moment. There was also a post that showcased a bunch of items you could buy with super credits, other rare armor and weapons also, and you can even see super sales. Iron Sights did also reveal some really interesting information also. The first season was called Trial of War. There were up to 3 seasons worth of content within this, stashed away in the files. Of course, we now have war bonds, but could this be an idea that's been set aside for the future of the game? Who knows? That is a question we will have to wait to be answered. Iron Sights did confirm that they were meant to be seasonal. To me, I think how war bonds are currently is better. However, seasons with multiple different unlockable armors, stratagems, and weapons I think would be really cool. If seasons were implemented straight from the get-go, then we'd probably be on season 2 by now. How would you guys feel about seasons entering Helldivers 2? Drop a comment and let me know. I think it would add more to the game, and having that alongside the war bonds we have currently, I think is a great idea. Now, the top 3 comments of the last video. A proper section for community comments will be coming soon, but for now, what are the top 3 comments? Emojo the Jojo says, people are overblowing the power of the Illuminate. They weren't the hardest faction Helldivers 1. They were basically a faction of glass cannons, deadly attacks, but basically no armor. Now, from my knowledge, they have mind control. Okay, mind control. So that is enough to scare the death out of me. Okay, that is enough to scare the death out of me. Justin says, how about we get the Illuminati? Illuminate would be awesome to see, and they look pretty much ready to go from what the leaked files have suggested, but the question is when. When are they coming into Helldivers 2? Endersays, jetpack berserkers. I mean, berserkers are easy to deal with, but with a jetpack, no effing thank you. Well, bro, they're coming. Okay, they're coming, so prepare. Yeah, prepare, because you may need some democracy diapers when you see them fly away. So yeah, don't crap yourself, okay? Don't crap yourself with democracy. That's my job, okay? That is my job. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for your time. You Helldivers are legends. Until next time, go and conquer the galaxy for managed democracy, and I will see you in the next video.